How's it going, everyone? Jiivita here with a first episode of the new Let's Play series I'm going to be doing now. This is actually going to be picking up where I left off with, let's see here, I did 2 live streams of kind of what I was calling shop play. I wanted to see just how much I could leverage the game economy to get as far as I could in the game, and I just didn't go very far with it. Basically what I did is I ran around and I gathered surface resources, mostly fibrous leaves, but really anything other plant-based that I could pick up. I even picked up some rocks, but those didn't sell quite as well, and sold it for money to then buy pretty much what you're looking at right now. So I have 1 of every single machine. I also have 2 titanium furnaces. I do have a spark generator right there. So yeah, I have a little bit of spark. I have essentially a whole bag of tools and no materials. I did set up kind of a secret shop and ended up, let's see what I do with it. Yes, I ended up buying a whole bunch of rock. I wanted to see if I could basically live off of running a shop and participating in the economy. So for this series, I think I'm not really going to put any kind of limitations on myself. My first Let's Play series in early access, I wanted to pretend like I was basically the only one out there and basically be completely self-reliant. This time around, I mean, I did start off relying on the in-game economy, but I'm just going to kind of use whatever is available to the best effect I know how. So I think I am going to go on a shopping trip here in a little bit because I want to use all of this stone to level up my crafter that I have right here. I'm not really sure, will it tell me? No, I guess it doesn't tell me what level that character is, but I know he needs to be leveled up so he can, well, craft for me, and I want to get some sort of teaching food to get the most out of that rock. I did spend quite a bit of coin getting all of this rock, and yeah, so it's like let's see, there's 8, so I have 8 smart stacks, so was that, yeah, 12 smart stacks of rock essentially. So that should be quite a few levels, especially here early on, but still I want to get the most out of it. I also have a basic set of tools, so I have, let's see here, yeah, 3, or well, mostly 3. I had 3 of every type of iron tool. I also have some AoE shovels that I picked up over here, and basically in addition to the food or the teaching food, I'd like to get some persisting food to make these shovels last a little bit longer. And I would also like to, or my goal is to get my forge up and running essentially as soon as possible. I want to be able to forge my own equipment, and the AoE tools are going to dramatically speed up my progress. So that seems to be the wisest course of action. It does take a lot of materials to get the forge up and running, but yeah, so just a little kind of recap of what we will need to get the forge up and running. We're basically going to need lots of glass, which is going to be some sort of fuel to smelt it, but also silty soil and sand. So there seems to be a decent amount of silty soil in this field, but it does seem to be mostly peat, so that's kind of fuel and part of what I need all in one thing. Another thing, I know another good location for sand. We'll also need lots of charcoal, so that means lots of trees, so just put tree trunks into the furnace and I'll make charcoal. So yeah, lots of fuel, glass, charcoal, and animal drops, I believe. So we'll need to go on a hunt sometime soon, but luckily it turns out this is actually the USS Voyager from Star Trek Voyager up there in the sky. From this distance it looks pretty blobby, but you get closer, it looks really awesome. But over here is the Portal Seeker hub, and so yeah, let's just run over here and get busy shopping. I did kind of run around and gather some more fibrous leaves, a little bit of inky leaves in there, and some other random stuff. And I do have essentially 30,000 coin to play around with, so hopefully kind of extra credit would be to find some cheap AoE tools of some sort, because well, I only have 2 to last me for now. But yeah, let's come over here and do a little bit of shopping, mostly after the food, but tools would be cool as well. And yeah, I think I'll well, I don't know, get a little bit closer to see this awesome Voyager over here. And, oh, well, I guess I could also stop and gather a little bit more leaves. But, yeah, when I started this on my live streams, it was very much, I don't know, there was lots of players, and it was essentially, let's see here, a seller's market, I guess. I mean, there's lots of demand, and the sellers could just basically name whatever price they wanted, and it pretty much sold. Prices have come down a lot since then, and I would say it's more of a buyer's market. You really have to price things to move, because you're basically convincing people that it's worth their time to just go ahead and give you some money rather than just go out and use an AoE tool and get it themselves. With the high level forged gear, you can get lots and lots of materials stupidly fast. So the prices are a lot lower, but I have a feeling that my fibrous leaves and everything else I'm selling is also going to sell for a lot less. So it'll be interesting to kind of see, can I even move these fibrous leaves to make a little bit more coin, or am I just going to have to wait until I can get some fancier stuff? But that's a really nice ship. Last time I looked at it, it was still a work in progress. I don't know where it is in its process right now, but yeah. I'm gonna jump over and find some sort of shop, and I'll see you there. Testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. Okay, so I did a little bit of looking around locally. I found this pretty interesting shop. It's got some cool things, but this is kind of what I kind of figured. So he is buying fibrous leaves at 7 coins each, inky leaves actually at 16, which I guess that makes sense. There are a few forge items and other things that require inky leaves, and not only that, like the decorative blocks. But anyway, so these were selling for, I think I sold most of mine for like 15 coins, so it is cheaper, but still, if I put all of my fibrous leaves in here, that's still about 3,000. And that's not too bad. That could be potentially 3 pies of either teaching or persisting, depending on the price that I can ultimately find. Most everything in here kind of seems to be basic stuff, or just more or less raw resources. There doesn't seem to be any forged equipment anywhere. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's got like a cave as part of his shop. That's interesting. Okay, but so I'll definitely keep this in mind and kind of shop around a little bit more. I guess we can see what's over here in Wonderland. Ooh, okay, 3x3 plus durability. What's that? Is that topaz or gold? It's gold. Okay, well, but it's not a bad price though. Ooh, and it... Okay, so it's all effect adjacent and it has plus damage. That's actually pretty important because the all effect adjacent, or the 3x3, will actually reduce the damage of the tool by 60%. So this has enough extra damage forged onto it that it actually has plus damage instead of minus, plus another 1200 durability. Yeah, this is a very nicely forged in 2500. That's... oh, but it's an axe. Okay. Well, with the right tree, this will definitely be worth it. Let's see here. It has 2300 durability. The question is how many hits will it take to break the trunks? That's a good question. But if we're on a low-level planet, and I don't really want to have to use a strength brew, but maybe with the proper spec. I don't know. We'll take a gamble on it and see. I mean, 2,500 for that level of a forging just seems too good to pass up. But certainly time will tell if I find even better for a more reasonable price. Is this... almost looks like... what am I seeing over here? Oh, they're just leaves. It's like... it's like trying to turn them into request baskets or something, so... well, it's named Wonderland, but... oh, well, it's got pretty scenery. It's kind of like a... one road in a covered area. It's a work in progress. Let's see here. Empty request basket. And selling stuff I'm not exactly interested in. Okay, so I'll go look around and see... Taco Land? Okay, let's see here. What are the prices? Okay, so 4,000, 5,000, so 4 to 6,000 it looks like for advanced coils. It's not too bad. I think I've heard of cheaper, but... Okay, these are forged. 9,000 for a forged... What's the forge like? Yeah, okay, so... Okay, so it's auto harvest, affect all adjacent, so it's the 3x3, but it does have negative damage. Well, it does have extra durability. Action speed increased while at high health, but reduced. Okay, so that'll make it go even faster. That's not terrible. It's not a terrible price either. I think a shovel is more maybe what I should be after. Of course, the real thing I'm after is food, though, so need to definitely save money to get some food. I don't see any shovels, though. Oh, nice body paint. Okay. Let's see, okay, we're on Gillis, so... Okay, well, I think I'll have a look around. Ooh, are they buying fibrous... Here's inky leaves at 14 each. Don't see fibrous. There's some lamella. They just buying... Yeah, it looks like one type of lamella. Okay, well, like I said, I'm gonna have a look around. And, ooh, okay, here we go. Whoa. Okay, that's a little bit more expensive than... I know I can find a better price than that. 1 coin each for edible lamella? That seems... I don't know, I guess that's not horrible, but I was hoping for a little bit better than that. What do we have here? Chisels. Don't really need chisels at the moment. Okay, for real this time. I'll see you when I find an interesting place. Okay, so I'm finding this a bit encouraging. I found this forged shovel for, well, there's actually 6 of them, but 3,500. That's not too bad of a price. You can get an unforged titanium shovel for about 1,000, so... but this does have the 3x3 AoE. It doesn't have any extra damage on it, but with the right spec, maybe we could make that up. And certainly with a persisting pie, and yeah, so... But yeah, let's see here, 40 crit effect. So yeah, it's a loot magnet, AoE, with critical strike effect, which the critical strike effect really isn't going to do anything for us, but, you know, still. So I think I will hold off, because I do want some food, but I'll definitely keep this place in mind. There's a slightly better one over here, but it is like 3 times the price. So this actually has plus damage on it, and it's only actually the cross effect adjacent, which will make a pretty big difference. It's the difference between 5 and hitting 5 blocks at once and hitting 9 blocks at once. So, but the other tool getting an extra 4 blocks per however many blocks we're hitting or breaking. So, yeah, I think that'll be worth it to go with the 3x3 over. Wow, there's lots of tools over here. Doesn't look like any of them are forged though. Okay, well, I found some food prices that I think I'm happy with. Isn't exactly where I was heading, and I might be able to find even better prices, but I feel these are pretty much good enough. So there's, yeah, teaching pies right here, just under 1,000. I think I've seen them for as low as 800 and something, but I'm not going to get too worked up over the difference. So 4 should be plenty for my purposes, at least to use up that rock. I could probably just, you know, get it all done with just 1, but to have some extras for later will be nice as well. So scoop those up, and then actually his persisting pies are over 1,000, but then over here, I'm actually cutting through somebody's shop, but yeah, here we go. Over here I found some for, looks like 900. So again, I'm pretty sure I've seen cheaper, but that's not a horrible price. How about we pick up 5 for now? Oh, it didn't. There we go. So, yeah. And there we go. Now we have our food. We still have 18,000 to maybe get some more AoE tools. And where'd my food go? There we go. So very nice. That should get a lot of materials depending on what we're actually digging up. So we can find some decent AoE shovels. That will be really nice. And I don't think this particular shop really sells forged gear, so. It's the rabbit head over there. It's like, what is that? Almost looks like a snowman, but. Let's see here. I don't think this guy sells forged stuff either. He did at one time. Oh, he does have a forged section. Let's see here. Here's a shovel. Wow, 5,000 for a gem. Ooh. Really? Okay, it's not AoE. I was like, really? It has extra damage forged on it? So... Huh, okay, I guess that's the... I don't see any other... Got some titanium tools. What are his prices? Oh, nice. So... essentially 1,200. Looks like I'm getting a lag spike. There we go. And yeah, I don't think there's anything up here. I could just go get those titanium shovels for 3,000. They don't have any extra forged damage on them, but I don't know, it seems like a pretty decent price for hitting 9 blocks at the same time. And I think they had a little bit of extra durability on them too. But there's a couple other places that I don't really know where they are. I just kind of wander around, so I'll have to remind myself how to get to them. But that they've at least sold forged gear in the past that seems to have been of a decent quality. Let's see here. What are... Oh, that's a good price, but he has no coin in his basket. And yeah, that's kind of like the old prices. Is any of these? None of these baskets have coin in them. That's a little sad. Yeah, okay. So this shop, I mean, it's still selling some stuff. It's not really buying anything. Ooh. So looks like we have forged. We have a shovels section. Shovels. Lots of axes and hammers. I guess hammers wouldn't be... No negative damage, no quirks, good for tier 6 planets. 16k. Okay. That, okay, nice. A gem changer. 5,000? I don't know. Gem changers are really easy to forge, but then again, it is gem. So, you know, you have to make this you have to make the silly thing first, and that's no small process. But okay. I guess I'll just have a look around and see if I can't find the place I'm thinking of. Ooh. Yeah, Bezo Verona. Don't have the atmospheric protections to go there just yet. We're there. Okay, so I headed over to Little Japan because I remember there was this nice little shop here that had really reasonable titanium tool prices, and oh my goodness, look at this, 750 a piece. So, I mean, they're not forged or anything, but, I mean, last time I was here, I think they were, like, right around maybe a little bit over 1,000, and I thought that was pretty darn reasonable, but these are like, wow, okay. But basically what I want is, how about 2 bows? Because for some reason I got like basic of all the other tools, but I don't have any weapons for some reason. I guess I just didn't think I would be fighting. And it looks like we have quite a bit of stuff over here to play around with. This does say quirky, but it's only 3,250 for a diamond shovel. So, well, okay, so it doesn't have any plus damage on it, or at least not very much. Energy drain reduced while full, but increased while hungry. Well, that actually sounds very nice. So yeah, I mean, other than it doesn't have any extra damage on it, which it's not a huge deal. How much damage? 1,000. So That's probably, especially for a low-level planet, for just getting like silty soil or sand, that might be really good. Okay, oh, okay. I started to say that's more expensive, but it's actually still cheaper. Half the damage, but... Okay, that's not a bad quirk to have. It is the 3x3. Okay, so this is an even better deal than those other shovels I was considering. And looks like we have a very... almost identical except for hammers. Let's see, is there anything... I mean, just raw stone on a planet, on a starter planet, that might not be horrible, but not really what I'm necessarily after. Let's see here. Yeah, okay, so... And it is a loot magnet. That's probably something I do need to pick up, is just a dedicated loot magnet, which I can go over to the Pure Network. They should have some for sale over there. So it might be worth it. It's an extra 1,000 to pick up this one, but it does have more durability. Well, only 500 extra durability, but it's basically double the damage. And... ooh, but yeah, diamond tools, they use so much energy. It does have reduced energy as long as I'm well fed. This titanium is gonna be... Okay, so how about... Don't know. How much... Okay, that's only 200. What is... see, yeah, that's 700. Or 980 with skills. Let's see how many... Is there anything not plotted around here? Okay, so I had to walk kind of a ridiculous distance away just to find something that's unplotted, but yeah, okay, so this iron shovel can one-shot dirt, and this is a level 1 planet or a starter planet. So that was 3 hits times essentially, so that's what, takes about 900 damage to break a soil block. So yeah, definitely be 2 hits for the titanium. That diamond shovel will one-shot, so yeah, it might be a little bit more annoying to use because it's a higher energy drain, but it'll be able to one-shot at least regular dirt. I don't know about gravel and that other stuff. That has a little bit more HP. And mud, I guess, is the other one too. Yeah, I guess it'll be the better buy. I mean, it has extra durability, does more damage, so it'll one-shot. So that will increase its durability right there for just an extra 1,000. So I think we'll go ahead and go with that. Let's see here, should we get... Yeah, I guess might as well get both of them. That should last a really long time, too. We already have an AoE axe. Could probably... Do they have... Yeah, they do. It's not going to have any extra damage. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get that. That might have not been the best purchase to make, but... Ooh, tier 6 hammer. Oh wow, 7,000 for a tier 6 one-shot. It is quirky. What are the quirks? Slow-mo debuff, it's not that big of a deal. Random noise, that would be kind of amusing. This is energy drain reduced while hungry, but oh, that's kind of not so great. Action speed increased while at low health and reduced while at high health. So yeah, that's gonna be a kind of an annoying one to use, but this one isn't quite so bad. So the slow-mo, it slows down your walking speed, but your run speed is basically unaltered. If you read the description in the patch notes, it kind of sounded like maybe you'd run a little bit faster, but it seems to be actually no different. So you can still run perfectly fine. Just you won't... What? A topaz shovel for 1,000? My goodness. Never thought I'd see gem anything for 1,000 coins. Very nice. So I could pick up one of these and maybe forge it a little bit and turn it into something pretty decent once I get a forge up and going. But okay, so I think we have our food, we have some tools, we even picked up some weapons. We still have 7 or essentially 8,000 coins left over. Haven't seen any prices for fibrous leaves that are better than that first basket that I found, and not a whole lot of people are buying fibrous leaves. I'm a little bit surprised, but I guess people have moved on to needing leather for gem tools. Actually, I found a lot more people buying inky leaves, so if you're looking for something easy to gather to sell for a profit, then I would look for the inky leaves, which are those kind of lotus plants, or they're what, Rosetta Noxes is what I think they're called now. But yeah, those will give you the inky leaves, which sell for much more, and found a lot more baskets that actually had coins in them. So you can stick an inky leaf in an atlas and follow your nose until you get enough to actually get what you're after. So I think I'll head home and start gathering stuff, I suppose. So I'll see you there. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. Yeah, if you're unfamiliar how to get to Little Japan, this goes right to the Ultima HQ shopping district. Here's the big, huge hamburger. This is where, let's see here, I got what? The teaching pies here and the persisting pies over there. So top shop and the burger shop. Xmas burger. So, oh, there's stairs. Okay. But I will head home and yeah, I'll do where I could stop and get some sand, I suppose. Oh, let's go queue up all of that rock to craft. Let's do that. Get my crafter up to speed because I will need him to be able to forge my stuff. Let's see here. We actually, this way might be shorter because we're there we go. Yeah, that worked. And yeah, okay, so Airy, and then over to Gillis. And from here, it's just a matter of walking home. So yeah, it's southwest. So I'll see you. Oh. The shop for the fibrous leaves is somewhere. Okay, I'll go find the shop and then I'll head home, and so you don't have to be bored by me wandering around looking for the shop. Okay, so it wasn't that hard. I found the shop, and so with the inky leaves, including all the fibrous leaves, that's going to get me another 3,600, so pretty nice. And so that bumped us back up to over 10,000, so very nice. Let's see here, is he gonna buy, I guess, I didn't really see anybody buying edible lamella. I think I saw one person buying for 1 coin, and for that price, I'll just hang on to it, because it actually makes one of my favorite well-fed foods. The meaty casserole, it's pretty easy to make. Let's see here, ooh, he is buying orbs, only 3 coins each. I don't know. It's gonna be a long time before I want to use those anyway, so pretty low price though. He is buying spicy beans, so go ahead. Okay, so that didn't make a huge difference. We got essentially another 1,000-ish, so I think that unless he wants to buy my sap for 4 coins each, I don't know. I'll just hang on to the sap. So okay, so of course heading home, getting distracted, and I remembered, hey, the Voyager is actually on the way home, where it'll take me a little bit of a shortcut. So this is the little shuttle pod. So nice, and has a portal leading to another shuttle pod inside of Voyager. So pretty awesome. And since it's over the water, we can actually, yeah, just take a dive. Oh, look at that, the reflection of the water. That's awesome. Oh my goodness. So yeah, that saved probably 30 seconds of travel time, but so worth it. Okay, so finally made it home, and naturally I get a little carried away when recording these, so this is actually recorded after the fact, and I'm going to have to save the next half of this episode, well, for next episode, where I'm going to do a whole bunch of gathering and gather up all the basic materials, and yeah, okay, so, but anyway, this was Jiivita. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more like this, and if there's anything you didn't like, please let me know down below. Also, if you like my channel and want to get cool perks, check out my Patreon page. Until next time, peace.